Hello, Aries. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So this week, Aries, we're going to look into your Goddess energy. I have combined my God and Titan deck and my Dark Goddess deck. They're exactly the same size. So they come together really well. So we're going to start with that deck. And I have my Energy Oracle deck here. And I have my Everyday Witch in case we need it. Look at big serious itch on my back. I'm sorry. I could not do the whole reading with that. Aries, this is your reading. No, so anyway, I'm going to look at first like your energy. I'm going to break that down into thoughts, motivation, and feelings. And then I'm going to look at advice for you now and advice for you in the future. Oh, there's lots of good stuff in this. So let's get started, Aries. It's a general reading, and because it's general, it may or may not resonate. If it does resonate and you're drawn to it, there is an extended. The link to the extended is at the top of the description within this video. This deck was shuffling so well prior to turning the camera on. I don't know what's going on here. Now, I feel like I need to do a split and try to get it. There we go. Something weird about the energy all of a sudden. Here we go. Okay. You know, it's kind of weird. There's this, I can see them in the cards too. It's almost like all of the goddess cards are trying to collect together and all the god cards are trying to, it's like a little battle going on between yin and yang there. Trickery. Your thoughts are about trickery. Thoughts. And the card's really tricky, actually. So that's interesting. So trickery can be about detecting trickery in your life. It can be trying to wear a mask of trickery yourself. So let's see what the motivation, what your motivation and feelings are. Motivation, wisdom. Trying to suss out the truth. That's what that feels like. Trying to suss out the truth there, Aries. Okay, your feelings are chaos. Maybe things feel very chaotic, or maybe you're managing chaos right now. There's different ways that this could be coming out. The things, okay, so it feels like maybe identifying the things in your life that are not what they appear on the surface. Kind of seeing underneath things a little bit better. And your motivation is wisdom. So really trying to understand what's going on around you, trying to understand the depth, the truth, and feelings. Either you're trying to manage chaos, or you are managing chaos, or life is a chaos. Protection and fate. Wow, protecting your fate. Walking your path, protecting it. It almost feels like a message to you as well, that your fate is protected. Nobody can change what you are fated for, but really, even yourself. You can continuously refuse a fated path. You will probably be meeting it again in another lifetime if you refuse it continually in this lifetime. There's either lessons along it and decisions for you to make, right? Like your fate doesn't mean you have no control over your life. Your fate just means it's connected somehow to lessons and journeys that your soul wanted to experience or wanted to do, because there's lessons along it. And then once you get on that path, you are more than welcome to make all sorts of choices and decisions, because now you're carving your life. And it's not that I get these comments. Oh, so I was fated to be abused by this person, and I was no. I don't know. I guess you know what? I just feel like if you gotta be angry at the person doing the tarot, you gotta look at yourself. Why don't you go and be angry at the person that really did you shit? I'm not doing you no shit. Go and be angry at those people. That's how you will clear your karma and fix your path. Don't take it out on me. How's it going to help anything? It's not going to help you. It's going to make me bitter toward you. Like old bitter coffee. Like, of people. Get your shit together. Don't blame me for your problems. Thoughts, strategy, trickery, and strategy. Wow, this is interesting. Okay, wisdom, your motivation, magician in the mirror. Wow. Now this is interesting because you have trickery and magician here. And sometimes in the tarot, the magician card can be about manipulation. And I want to link that energy a little bit to this, like knowing what is real, knowing what is true. Feelings, chaos, the sun. Oh, that's really interesting. Seeing yourself. There's some of you might actually be meeting some of the like the goals that you had for yourself here. Your feelings are, yeah, I'm accomplishing what I want in my life. I see the things that are leading me to my success. And it's almost like it had to be born through chaos on some level. Appreciating that things that break down and seem chaotic in your life, it's almost an opportunity, like even like tower moment energy. It's the opportunity to pick up all of the bricks and make what you really want with it. So your thoughts could be about playing like a little trickster. But I kind of feel like it's strategizing through trickery, because you're developing a strategy. On some level, you may be protecting elements of yourself in this. And the wisdom and the magician in the mirror. I kind of feel like the wisdom to know, you know, when someone is fooling you or someone is not. You know, if you think about a little kid and someone's showing them like a magic trick for the first time, completely gullible, like pulled into it, going, you really pulled the coin out of my ear? How did you do that? Right? Like, so, but the wisdom, as you get older, you're like, okay, I know that they got them in their hand, you know, sleight of hand, and they can pull it out. So you kind of develop a knowing about what is also really perhaps something that you can manifest. And what is the truth, and what is also mirrored onto you, or what you mirror onto others with the magician in the mirror. Garden in the gate and the thinking man. So it does have a real sense of thinking about how to walk out into perhaps a new place, a new cycle that you haven't been in before, a vast array of opportunities, getting yourself there. Protection and fate. There's definitely the sense that there's something fated for you here, and it can't be taken away. Curious. I'm going into the tarot to develop this more, and usually I would just go into your advice and then think about if I wanted the tarot. So apparently you're getting tarot now. Trickery and strategy. Wow, 8 of Swords. There might be something, your thoughts, that there's something going on that's holding you back. Maybe you don't have all the information that you need to be able to do this. Or maybe some people are withholding the information. Like it kind of feels like, you know, like maybe if you're not in favor with the right group at work or something like that, and there's a promotion, and you're hearing, oh, okay, well, yeah, it looks good for you on that, or, oh, it almost as if people say, oh, okay, you know what, people who are you not in strong favor with, saying, yeah, you have to have your resume or your application for that job in by such and such a date. Okay, so you get it in. And then you realize, no, the date was actually 2 days prior to the one that they told you. Like, right? Like there's some sort of trickery that went on there, and it caused you to think that then now you can't move forward. It's almost like something going on that could be stopping you from moving forward, and your strategy around that. Wisdom. Well then, you have the King of Swords and the Magician in the mirror. So this is having the right information to perhaps move beyond illusions. Like, this is very clear, and it's cut and dry clear. It's concise. It could be, you could be talking about the letter of the law. You could be talking about rules and regulations. And both of these guys are holding a book. Thoth and the King of Swords are both holding a book. As is the Magician is not. The Magician is holding energy. Yeah, right? It's kind of like saying, you know, if you really believe it enough, don't do this because it's not true. But if you really believe it enough, you could jump off that 3-story building and fly. Yeah, you could for about 3 seconds. Right? Because, well, the letter of physics and, I don't know, mass, gravity, all that stuff. No, you can't. It's impossible. Right? The mission, no, I can do it. You can do it, man. You can do it. The energy says you could. No. Thoth and the King of Swords say, no, you can't. So your motivation is like actual truth, perhaps. Your feelings, chaos and the sun. Oh my God, the 9 of Wands. So wanting to eliminate things that are, chaos and trickery are interesting. Like they're bookending your wisdom. Chaos and trickery are bookending the wisdom here. So it's a long battle, a tiring battle, an exhausting battle, but it's almost like you can see the light of day, but someone keeps putting the end of the tunnel a few feet in front of you again. The Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. Well, there's the light of day, having a new beginning. I want to get into, I'm going to put these away. Your protection and fate are going back into the deck for your advice. Advice now and in the future for Aries. Advice now and in the future. Your advice now, persuasion. You persuade, honey. Persuade. You can be very persuasive, Aries, so use it. That's what you're being told to do. How are you going to persuade? It probably has something to do with your strategy and your wisdom. So use your brains, use your charm, play your cards close to your chest, put them out there when they need to be out there, whatever that would be. Advice in future. Defense. So persuade and block. Interesting energy. You know what's really curious? I don't know if anyone else has had Old Dark Goddess for guidance. There might have been. It's like, it's been a day or two since I did a reading, so I can't really remember. But the Dark Goddess energy comes with sort of usually like, you know, be careful because it can have a bit of the shadow to it. So this is interesting. Persuade and defense. Dedication is at the bottom. A cat. Well, be really weird. Be dedicated to your strangeness. Be dedicated to the unique, unusual you. Dedicated to self, because a cat has a real sense of, you know, the strangeness of yourself and embracing that and seeing it in other places. So dedication to yourself, maybe dedication to an actual cat. It does say a cat. So for whoever needed to hear that. Interesting, because Inara has the big cats behind her. Don't lose yourself in trickery as well with Inara. Because she can like disguise herself to come in and look like these big cats. But then you can become so used to being disguised as something, you can actually start to forget who you were. So advice now and in the future for Aries. Now and in the future. Now You have woman holding a heart and persuasion, so it's interesting. In the future, you have angel of strength and defense. Hold your ground. On some level, you'll be strong-willed. Also, defending is not the same as, I'm not getting the word for offense, like, right? Like taking action and moving forward. So it is like a sense of self-control, particularly with the angel of strength. 4 chakras at the bottom. So heart, going with your heart, opening up your heart space here. I can really see that. Your advice is to, like, lay it out, be persuasive. I don't know how you're going to do that. There's interesting, like, this part has a very soft feeling about the guidance for you. I don't know if you've been involved in some sort of trickery or now you see me, now you don't energy. Been dealing with a lot of chaos to get to, like, the happiest point in life here. Right, you can be very persuasive. And it does feel like it has something that comes from a very gentle spot inside you. It's an interesting area for Aries. The gentle side of the ram. Yeah, and you have 4th chakra too. Laid on thick. No, it's a little bit, but not too thick. Be honest. Persuasion is not meant to be manipulation. Advice now and in the future. I'm going to get a card for each one of these oracles here. The bottom is the 10 of Pentacles, so I'm hearing there's a lot on the line. There could be a lot on the line. For some of you, maybe there is, or it also feels like you're in process, you're on the path, or you've even accomplished like a really good, stable place for yourself, like your home or your work. Persuasion and the Hierophant. And then the 3 of Pentacles with woman holding a heart. It does kind of have the feeling of persuading people about something, but it's coming from like a higher level. I'm hearing activation. So activating something from some sort of higher level within yourself. Leadership. I'm getting leadership here with the Hierophant and persuasion. So using your leadership to persuade, but for the better good of all. So, you know, right, like I don't know if some of you are in a leadership role. Obviously, don't take advantage. Woman holding a heart and 3 of Pentacles. Really, like building here with others from a really good space. Like building from what you love, building based on the energy of what you love or what makes you feel really good, and sharing this with other people. Now, in the future, you have defense in the Tower. And then you have the Strength card and the King of Wands. So there could be something in the future. I can clarify this Tower card to see if there's something that's going to be dismantled in the future around you, and to kind of hold your defenses in this, or you're dealing with a Tower moment, the end of a Tower moment. I don't know. And then to defend yourself along this. To be strong. You're really getting a sense of being strong in the future. Because the King of Wands too this is very actually the King of Wands is Leo energy, and the Angel of Strength has a lion as well. So it is like really, really Leo energy coming in on that. strong leadership, strong self-empowerment. This is how to defend yourself. Yeah. Let's see what this Tower moment is. The Tower moment. The Tower moment. The Tower moment. Well, the Death card, and then the Ace of Pentacles. So it's ending something here. It's ending something, or it almost feels like kind of like finalizing some sort of ending for a new beginning. Finalizing some sort of an ending, some sort of a breakdown of things around you to have a new beginning. The King of Wands. The Six of Wands. So you're on your way to success here. Defend your position. Defend something. Something's coming up for you. Defend it. Be strong-willed and find your success. The Hierophant. The Hierophant. The Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. It's building forward, but it's almost like new information or seeing something clearly. Persuade. Well, with your heart. Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles. The World, the Two of Wands, the Sun, and the Nine of Swords. Oh, interesting, because you had the Nine of Wands connected with the Sun, with chaos. So it's putting you're closing off a cycle here. And I don't know if this cycle represents like something that you've dreamed of fulfilling for yourself, but there's been like a lot of anxiety around it. Or maybe it's been difficult to achieve it. I just feel like you're kind of closing that off because it's the World followed by these cards. Or you could like kind of almost feeling like you're closing something off and now you're on the precipice of starting something new. And this something new has to do with the Sun. But I don't know, it's almost true, that feeling of, you know, when you get as close to the closest you've ever gotten to something you dream of for yourself, you can almost get wrapped up in some anxiety about it. Like, is this too good to be true? Or if this is the best anything could get, it's all downhill from here. You know, like you start getting into your head. So just be careful with that. Oh, you have the Hierophant at the bottom again. Ah, and the Seven of Wands. So, you know, okay, this is really, it could be defending your position. Like a higher perspective. Defending a higher perspective, or defending like your position. Oh, there you go, Aries. So that's what I have for you. It's really a funny energy is actually how I would put it. It feels a little bit like, yeah, you know, when I was trying to shuffle the God and Goddess decks, like the yin and yang were almost fighting with each other a bit, but fighting's not the right word. Almost as if their energies were like magnets, and they were not lining up and they were bouncing off of each other. That's a bit what the energy in this reading feels like for you. So maybe that's significant in some level. So I'm going to go do the extended, Aries. In the extended, I'm going to ask what you don't really see about yourself. So I'm going to ask that for you. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.